Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green, I'm here with you people. Once again, we right here doing our thing. But of course, let's handle some business, shall we? Here we go. Noble Gold Investments, people. The second largest and third largest bank runs in history happened last month. The government is taking steps to guarantee all deposits, so that means more money printing. Thousands have approached Noble Gold Investments to secure their wealth with gold, and gold is the most stable asset outside of government control. Hurry and go to noblegoldinvestments.com to secure your wealth. Bag a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin if you qualify. noblegoldinvestments.com, noblegoldinvestments.com. And remember, there's always a risk when investing. There are no guarantees of any kind. How about that? How about that? That's always so funny to say that shit. Okay, make sure I didn't miss anything. Shout out to all the members up in here. Tammy A. Spunberry. Appreciate that. Mousy. Let's see. Mandy Westcott, Alien Robot Ghost. Shout out to the members. And oh, yes, we have a super chat cherry popper. And this has happened before. It looks like it's happening again. We have gone international. Thank you very much, Miss S66 from the UK. The $9, 9 pounds and 99 pence. Good evening, Americans. Good evening right back at you, honorary American, Miss S66. We have one more. Yep. Go. One more. Thank you very much, Leonard S. He says, check out on YouTube the Hunter Biden song, Old Man. It's a Crowder parody of a Neil Young song. I love a good parody, man. I grew up in the age of Weird Al Yankovic, so I like a good parody. He was the king of them. If Weird Al made fun of your song or made a parody of your song, you made it. You fucking made it. Look, Ma. The amazing Wong. I thank you. He says, JG, Arnold finally apologized for saying, screw your freedoms. It only took 2 years. Did he? You Austrian bitch. Let's see. See if I can find anything on that. Oh, and yesterday, nope, don't call me now, people. Let's see. So yesterday, my son and I, we went to Turner Outdoorsman, I should say. And so we were checking out some guns and stuff, looking at some of the knives. Man, them Benchmade knives are off the charts. I mean, and they're great. They're nice. They look great, lightweight, all that stuff. But damn, it's like $400 for a damn knife. But we were there checking it out, and I was looking at some of the XDs. So I think my next gun is going to be an XD 45. I like them. They have no safety, just like the Glock. Well, there are safety mechanisms, but there's no like safety button on it. But you have to depress. There's a little button on the back of the grip. You have to depress that to put the slide back, and then to shoot it, you have to also depress that same button. And there's also a feature on the trigger where you have to depress that and depress the trigger and have that button pressed in the back as well to fire it. So yeah, it was nice. I was checking them out. They have some ARs there that don't have that stupid fucking fin on it, but they had a really nice 308, but it had the stupid fin on the hand. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I can't stand that shit. Can't stand that shit. Hold on. Grandmaster player. Uh-oh, it's Jericho's side piece calling. That's funny. I'll get a notification or something on my phone, and I'll be hanging out with my wife. She's like, "Oh, who's that? Your bitch." And, if I feel like starting some shit, and I usually do, I say, "Yeah, do you mind?" Bro man dude says, "Get a 1911 Jericho." Come on, I might. I'll get one. I got my eye on a Kimber. I love Kimbers. They had some nice ones there too. Think about what you think about. It says, "Get a Desert Eagle." That's a little much, man. That's a little much. Weapon X says, "Get a Barrett 50." That's definitely a little much. I don't know what the fuck I would shoot with that. Shout out to my man Yoda, one of the special operators I met down there. He's from Canada, and he shot the Barrett 50 and it went ahead and broke his nose for him. I was like, oh shit. So of course, guys came up with a nickname immediately for that after much ribbing. Yeah, the Barretts ain't no bullshit. I don't know if they have a 50. I've seen a Barrett 460 here in California, but not a 50. So maybe we are able to buy those in California, but it wouldn't surprise me if we couldn't. It wouldn't surprise me if we couldn't fucking buy that shit in California. Okay, it says Arnold apologizes for saying "screw your freedoms." All right, let's see. Let's see, you fucking ungrateful piece of shit. You think you would have made that career in Austria? You think the people of Austria could have given you the wealth and the fame that you got from here, you son of a bitch? Of course not. Of course not. But after they make their money, that's when they turn around and go in the face of America. Because they can now. He's in a position now where he can and spit in the face of the country that fucking made him who he is. Isn't that nice? So it says there's a couple videos here that says he apologized, but let me see. Yeah, I don't think there's a video of him apologizing. Let's see. Arnold Schwarzenegger apologizes for "screw your freedom" comments. He says, "I should have communicated better." Yeah, you fucking idiot. I think those steroids fucked your brain up. You're stupid. Of course you should have communicated better, you dummy. That's the one thing you don't say in America is "screw your freedoms." That's what brought you here. The freedom to be a fucking millionaire and the freedom to be famous. Arnold Schwarzenegger has been successful in many ventures over the course of his career. From bodybuilding to acting to politics, Schwarzenegger has held himself to a high standard and has always delivered. In 2021, Schwarzenegger seemed to let his emotions get the better of him during a rant, including making comments highlighted by "screw your freedom." Nearly 2 years later, the ex-bodybuilder addressed these comments. So that means the fact that 2 years went by means that you don't give a shit. You would, if you knew what you said was wrong, or you really felt that you should have communicated better, I think you would have come to that realization before 2 years later. It says the COVID-19 pandemic saw many around the country take sides when it comes to safety and vaccination itself. The issue of masks also split the nation when it came to the impact and how they would actually stop the spread. When discussing this topic with CNN back in 2021, Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "Screw your freedom" to those who felt that masks curbed freedom. This brought plenty of negative attention and criticism to Schwarzenegger. After the noise quieted down, all went on with their lives, but the comments were brought back to light on Twitter, and Schwarzenegger wanted to comment. Yeah, I did a video on that, of course, as soon as it dropped, and how, like, what the fuck? Who do you think you are? Like, and I've said this before, when you become a citizen of this country, you need to carry with you a little thankfulness And in some cases, some shut the fuck upness. This is a great situation for you to have exercised some of that. Arnie, screw our freedoms. Our country they're based on our freedoms. As much as they try to erode those freedoms and chip away at them, that's what we're based on, are our freedoms. That's what makes us different than the rest of the world. That's what makes us stand out. There are countries that are like us, like Canada. Canada's right there, right next door, America's hat. Fucking Justin Castro a couple months ago said no more handguns, no more buying, no more selling, no more transporting or transferring handguns. That's it, no more. He didn't have to go through a council of people. He didn't have to go through the parliament, or whatever they're called up there with their weird outfits and powdered wigs and the way the room is set up. He didn't have to deal with none of that. He just woke up one morning and said to himself, I think I'm going to ban those handguns. And that's what he did. So our freedoms are pretty important to us, Arnold. Our freedoms kept us from being taken over like your little country, like your little spot on the map. It wasn't your father. Never mind. He says, hydrate, people. And for the sake of authenticity, I'll read this like Arnold. This is from his Twitter page, blue check mark and all. I want to thank you for your open-mindedness. I think we should be able to disagree without being enemies. Here's what else I'll say. I'm sorry for saying those words. I tried to be relentlessly positive, but sometimes my mouth gets ahead of me. I should have communicated better. Yeah, fuck you, Arnold. So I try to be relentlessly positive, but sometimes my mouth gets ahead of me, dear. Fuck you. It's too late now, bitch. 2 years later, you were mad enough and shit to say it. Why are you apologizing now? If you were going to apologize, it should have been right after. Because we all say things we don't mean. But you waited for 2 years. You meant that shit. You were caught up in your Hollywood bullshit. You were surrounded in an echo chamber by other dumbasses, despite your fortune and your fame and your degrees and your pieces of paper you got on the wall over there. Whatever the fuck. It means nothing. But you started believing your own hype. And you said that in America, you said, screw your freedoms. In a time where we're all locked down at home, the mask, the poke, all that bullshit's going on. And of course, he was locked down too. But he was locked down in a fucking mansion with his staff. I don't want to hear it. Your lockdown wasn't like mine. But Arnie says he's sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, dear. Fuck you. You meant it. Just like Howard Stern's stupid ass. You should be, if you're not poked, you can't come out of the house. Fuck you. They get rich, they get famous, then they want to turn around and say some stupid shit like that and basically admonish half of their fucking fan base. Alienate half of your fucking fan base. Because there's no fear of consequence. What's going to happen? I come on here and say the dumbest, most offensive shit I want to. Nothing's going to happen. Because all the people who should be holding them accountable or who would cancel them or who would reprimand them, they all go to the same orgies. They're all sharing fluids on the weekend. And that is gross. Thank you very much, JP Irvine. Appreciate that. He says, sup, JG? Any chance that dude Dylan Mulvaney stole Elizabeth Warren's Bud Light money? She didn't drink Bud Light. I don't know what she was drinking in that awkward ass video. Oh, what was that? What was that? Hey, sweetheart. Hey, lover. You want a beer? Don't talk like that. Don't talk like that. Dino Mike says the maid's name was Mildred. Sounds hot. What do you mean? The Arnold's his maid, his housekeeper that he got pregnant? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to come in there. He sure did. He was like, "Ugh." That's when he really makes that noise. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Right? Yeah, remember he got his housekeeper pregnant? You can't deny that kid. That kid looks like a Mexican Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's what his son looks like. Derek Marsick. Hey, man. I thank you. Derek Marsick, thank you very much. He says, best live chat on the internet. Turns out me and Derek Molino are literally neighbors, JG. So we're gonna kick it soon. Hey, you guys should get together in the name of this live stream. That'd be crazy. Let's see. Let me see if I can find something. I'm gonna try to spell his last name. Let me see. Thank you, Internet. There we go. Oh boy. So this is Arnold's kid that he had with his Mexican housekeeper. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, there we go, right there. There he is. Let me see if I can make this bigger. No, I can't. I'm not gonna fuck with it. There he is. There's my pride and joy there. His name is Jesus Schwarzenegger. His mom was my Mexican housekeeper. She was in there, bent over, cleaning, and I couldn't resist it. So look at little Mexican Arnold. Look at little Mexican Arnold. Hey, ¿cómo estás, mijo? Ven aquí. ¿Dónde está el baño, little Arnie? How was your day at the escuela today? Come on, you come over to my house this weekend. We're going to have some strudel quesadillas. Yeah, yummy. And maybe we can try putting a little lime and salt in my beer. Hello. Hey, Arnold don't fuck around. Come on in here. I want you guys to meet my son, Jesus Schwarzenegger. Look at this perfect. He's half me, half his mother. Weapon X is little Skynet. Meet my little Skynet here. Old Sweet Dick Malone, he says, wish I had a house cleaner, especially one that bangs me. You could, I guess. You get one that cleans your house and then she cleans out your ball sack for you, dear. David Stouterhar, meet the fucker, eh? Fucker. Yeah. Give me a clean house and then give me a baby. DMW 24/7 TV. What up, man? Oh, man. He said, what up, JG? Cool kids and guests. Salute. Glenn and John cleaned out his Austrian pipes. That's like, you're not done cleaning yet. You got to come in here and clean the most important thing in here. Yeah, that's right, Mousy. I wonder how much Arnold has paid for these two. I don't know. Oh, man. Hold on. There we go. Don't want to push that button yet. We don't want to push that button, people. Okay, enough talking about Arnold and his children out of wedlock with his staff. Can we get serious for a minute, people? Huh? Can you do that? Or are you going to continue to be play? Probably the latter. If I know you guys, it's definitely going to be the latter. There we go. Okay, so what are we talking about? Well, you see the title, The Crackhead and the Curmudgeon. Before we get to that, make sure you get to mygreengear.com. And I got new designs. I just got, I guess, a rough draft today to give a thumbs up or thumbs down on. Do a little this, can you change that, the colors and all that shit. So things are coming. Go get you ready for the summer. But that beautiful cup right there, and this one, I was actually just thirsty, but hey, might as well show that shit too. I'll get you ready for the summer, guys. So make sure you check out mygreengear.com. One of my wonderful mods could slap that link up in there. That would be very helpful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, the crackhead and the curmudgeon. You see the thumbnail, so you know which crackhead and which curmudgeon I'm talking about. Alien Testosterone says, how dare you judge us, JG? This is not a judgment. This is based on months of research. I know how you people are. You people? I know you people very well. I've been watching you motherfuckers. So, thank you very much for that, Tammy A. Mandy Westcott at Jericho, we need green gear swimwear. I'll see if that's a possibility. I'll see if that's a possibility. So that's the crackhead and the curmudgeon I'm talking about. And what is the one thing that can make Biden worse as far as his public speaking? And Mandy Westcott, we do have tank tops. What can make him worse? Or in this case, who could make him worse? Amanda Mitchell, yes, tote bags. We have those as well. Who can make him worse? And you might say, well, that's easy. Dr. Jill, she makes him worse. Yes, family member, but not her. Somebody he shares blood with. Dynamite, anyone. That's true. But nobody makes him as bad as this fool. His son, Hunter Biden, the golden child, the one that he had his FBI and the entire media, the entire mainstream mediocres of this country sit on the story about his laptop that was chock full of perversion and illegal activity that would have certainly kept him out of the White House. So he got his people together, these intelligence agencies that we're supposed to believe in, and he got them together and they sat on that fucking story. We all knew about it, but the mainstream mediocres and other elected ding-dongs wouldn't take it up. So we know that. We know that his daughter, she had some interesting entries in her diary that spoke of some situations that took place when she was a kid that some might even call inappropriate. I think that's what she called it. But Biden and his boy, they got together. And just when you thought there's no way that Sloppy Joe could look more like a feeble, broken down, on his last leg old man. You figure he's doing great on his own, falling up the stairs, falling off of bikes when they're not moving. His words, his misspeaks. I mean, the list goes on and on. You figure he's doing good all by himself with no help. He looks terrible. The world is laughing at us. We're laughing at him. He can't look more like a weak, shaky old man. No way. Dude, no way, dude. Way, dude. Yes, he can. Sí, se puede. He can look worse because he was somewhere speaking to a group of people there were children in the group. So, he's already, remember that commercial? Bacon, 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 bacon where? I smell bacon. Remember the bacon strips for the dog? And it was just a camera was on the dog. Like a dog had a GoPro on. So Biden's already excited before he even gets out of the armored vehicle. What they call it, the Beast. 3? No. 4. 4 children between the ages of 5 and 9. Second row? No, third row. Ah, yes, it's spring break. They're out here. So he's already on edge. So a little kid is asking him something, and imagine this. Imagine this. He can't hear the kid. Oh, what is it you're saying? Wait, come closer. Maybe that was a ploy. I can't hear you. What's that you want to ask? Gotcha. Maybe that's what he was trying to do. But he couldn't hear the kid, so Hunter had to come in. No, Dad, she's asking what are the keys to success? Oh, I thought he was asking about this dress. So Hunter has to come in and tell his dad what the kid said. He couldn't look more like a fucking old man than in that moment right there. But don't worry, people. I got footage. Leonard S., I thank you. Brandon and son going to visit the Dalai Lama on the way back. Suck my tongue. Oh, you can say that over here. If I said that back home, I'd get in trouble. Where are these kids who'll suck tongues and whatnot? Just bring me a couple of them. Him and Dalai Lama are going to chest bump. Like in the NFL when they score and they go to their teammates and they point up and they both jump in the air. Boom! Freeze frame. The perverts are back together. Freeze frame. We gonna love that shit. Joyce Decker, Jericho, why does Jill wear drapes? I don't know. I don't know, I don't know why they dress her like an old couch that needs to be reupholstered. She dresses like the carpet pattern in a hotel in the 80s. Do you know the design that hides the puke in the spots? That's what she dresses like. She goes to her closet. No. Pick out something fucked up. Yeah, I want something that looks like the interior of a house in the 70s. You got anything in a shag carpet? That woman's disgusting. On how many levels? Too many. All of them. Mr. Ranson Shan, I thank you. Filing my 1099K reminded me how high schools don't teach people to file taxes, to get a job, to properly manage finances, to do independent research. No. They're too busy telling you that you need to be non-binary. They're too busy telling you about gender pay gaps and white people are racist. I remember saying that when I was in high school. Like, why don't you teach us shit like checkbooks or stuff like that you're going to need to know? How to fill out a job application, your taxes, maybe. That would be good to know. Not dumb shit that you're never going to need. I don't know why. Great question. So not only that, not only the crackhead and the curmudgeon, but that dude Justin Pearson, he was one of the Tennessee three, the three representatives who were up for expulsion. Two of them got expelled. The two black guys got expelled. The white woman, she didn't, and the only reason she didn't get expelled is because she didn't actually take the bullhorn and disrupt proceedings like those two did. So they got on the bullhorn, disrupted the proceedings. She did it, and that's why she was saved. And it was only by like a few votes, or like one vote or something like that. So then, day before yesterday, I believe it was, Justin Jones, the one with the ponytail, I call him Bone Thugs and Representatives. He looks like one of the Bone Thugs and Harmony dude with the long hair. And he's from California too, by the way. So sorry about that, Tennessee. But Bone Thugs and Representatives, he got reinstated. So, of course, it's only a matter of time before they reinstate the other jackass, the one who spoke like this and said they have a historicity of treating black Americans in this manner. Talking like that. Like, what the fuck? Why are you talking like that, dog? Nobody else talks like that. And he's like 20-some years old. I'm like, don't people your age talk like no cap and all this shit? Pause. Whatever else dumb shit. Dead ass. Aren't you supposed to be saying dead ass? And not the hills of Georgia and the railroad and all that shit, right? Well, the internet has a dark side to it. And the internet also holds on to things forever. And footage came up of Justin Pearson. I have a dream that Justin Pearson, who was black fist and talking to the crowd, and they're gonna give us our power and democracy and all this shit. Well, there's footage of him from 2016 that resurfaced. And at the time, he was running for class president of his university. Now, at first, when I saw the picture and didn't read the title, I thought they were two different people because there's a side-by-side. There's him in 2016 and him, a picture of him from like a week ago. I thought it was two different people. And when you see it, you'll probably think the same thing. The one on the left, clean shaven, short haircut, suit. Guy on the right, big old blown out Angela Davis natural. He has like a mustache and some chin hair. Just glasses. Just a fucking totally different person. If these two people were standing in a lineup, you would think they were two different people. You wouldn't think, man, that guy looks awful. No way. Don't even look like him. But in the video from 2016 where he's running for class president, he's fucking Carlton Banks. He is the nerdy white guy voice that hack black comedians used to do back in the day.
Well, hello there, dear. Good morning. I'm going to the office. Good morning, sir.
Just a fucking dorky white dude, right? Dorky, tight butt white dude. That stereotype. That's what he sounds like. And then go fast forward to 7 years later, today, and you can't tell who you're listening to. If you covered the screen and only heard his voice, you would think he was a descendant of Martin Luther King. Brian Kingby says, Carlton Luther King.
I have a dream of a NASDAQ report.
Like, what the It's so corny. And it proves that these people are actors. Either this dude is acting or somebody in that university got in his mind and just fucked it all up. Because these kids, well, not kids, but these young people, these 20-somethings are out here acting like it's 1952. The civil rights movement is still going on, black fist in the air and all. They have been fooled to thinking that they don't live in modern day America with all the amenities. They really don't believe it. They think they're suffering. They think they're oppressed. Even though they're elected officials, they think they're oppressed. And the sad part is, I mentioned this yesterday on my Rumble Live, the saddest part is there are a bunch of bitch-ass Republicans sitting in there who are reinstating these people unanimously because that's what happened. Bone Thugs and Representatives, he got unanimously reinstated. Same with Justin MLK Pearson, he got unanimously reinstated. Rance and Shanna, thank you again. It said, did you see Matt Walsh ask the trans EMT if they would check a bleeding patient for a miscarriage if the patient requested that? The EMT said no. I did see that. And to be honest, if I were in need and I saw that EMT show up, I would be like, damn, you guys don't got nobody else working right now? Because he looked like the dude from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'd fuck me. That's what he looked like. It was like Buffalo Bill. Like, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? Why do they always look like this? Why do they always look like they're wearing their crazy on the outside? Fuck. Dude look fucking ridiculous. Why would they let you show up to work like that? Are there no professionalism standards anymore? Is there no more proper etiquette at work? Why are you allowed to show up to work like you are out of your fucking mind? Why? You damn right, DMW 24/7 TV. They're back in. I don't understand that. Why are you allowed to come to work dressed like a fucking crazy person? That doesn't make any damn sense to me. When did that happen? How do you spell that word? I don't get it. I'm trying to find a picture of it. Damn it, I can't find it. But you guys remember that scene? Hold on, maybe if I change it. Maybe if I word it that way. Why is it showing part of it? Damn it. Anyways, when I word it differently, it's only showing like half of the scene, which is weird. But anyway, the scene from Joe Dirt where he goes inside the house and he thought it was like a circus tent or something, but it was being tended for bugs or whatever. Hey, Lucky, she says, I'm lost. How can a male have a miscarriage? Join us. We're all lost too. Because I thought you had to have a fucking clan to have a miscarriage. Yeah. I thought you had to have the carriage to have a miscarriage. Yeah. So the scene in Joe Dirt where he's in there and the gas, the poison is in there and he starts going crazy and he's sitting in the sink with his feet hanging out going like this and he has lipstick around the outside of his mouth and he's going, ha 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 ha. Like that's what these people look like when they come out of the house like that. The dude who said, "It's ma'am." All these motherfuckers look nuts. They look nuttier than squirrel shit. Why are you allowed to come to work like that? When you're on your own time, turn your weird up. So turn it all the way up. Like the cars you hear going by, the shit's rattling in the back because it's too fucking loud. Turn your weird up. But when you're at work, we need to power that down a little bit for the sake of us all. Like the people who work in the White House who got to work with Rachel Levine or Ricky Levine, whatever his role is. You got to sit there and look at this dude and pretend like he don't look the way he looks. My man Careless, thank you. He says, "Did you see the video of that fraud Justin Pearson in the pulpit praising Mother God? Clearly, this is the reason for their campaign money and backing." I'm going to show you. I got a video, split screen of when he was Carlton Banks and then when he turned into fucking Malcolm X right off his prison sentence. Oh, I can't wait. We are going to have fun with that. Thank you, Careless. Joel 960, he says, "Jericho, do you accept clean cornrows at business corporations on a male?" I would have to say no, I don't. And some people might say, well, you can't judge a book by its cover. When I'm hiring, I can. When I'm hiring, that's one of the few things I can judge you by. I can look at your resume, but I also judge you. That's why we have an interview where you come in and sit down so I can get a look at you and I can get a little more in depth. And if I saw somebody come into a corporate setting with cornrows, yes, that would make me think a certain thing. That would make me make assumptions about them, because this isn't a cornrow setting, is it? If this were a concert or something, or we were out in public or some kind of hip hop function, I would expect to see that. I wouldn't even think twice. But take that and put it in the corporate setting, that's not right. There's a certain look, a certain demeanor for this type of situation. So I would hope that if you're in the corporate world and you're looking for employment, unless you're the man, if you're the boss, if this is your boardroom we're sitting in, fuck, you could put like O-Dog on Don't Be a Menace. You can hang bags of weed from it and condoms and shit. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But if you're looking for employment, I expect you to look and act a certain way, period. Now, when you get home, you want to take your hair or whatever and do what you want to it, cool. But when you come up in this bitch Monday morning, I need you to look a certain way. That's how people are. They judge you on appearance. Often that's all you have. And I don't want people coming in here assuming something about my employees, which would be a reflection on me. I don't want to explain it. I don't want to have that conversation with them. You know what kind of job this is. You know how you're supposed to look. So that's what I think. That's what I think. Let's see. So, Jay Reason, what up, man? Good to see you in here as well. DMW 24/7 TV says, how about the name Treyjonte Jenkins? Hey, look. Now that's something you can't control. That's your fucking parents who gave you that fucked up ass name. But yeah, you're gonna think certain things if you see that name come on an application come across your desk. That's just the way it is. But if you give your kid that ghetto ass, stupid ass name, then what do you expect? You're putting a ceiling on him. You're taking opportunities away from him by naming him Treyjonte or Ladarius, Laqueratron or some shit. Like and same thing. If I'm hiring people and I see an application come across my desk and his name is fucking Billy Bob Johnny Joe or some shit, I'm gonna think you don't have enough teeth in your mouth and your parents were related. Straight up. Or you put on there, fucking Jose, little Joker, Cervantes. Like, all right, man. What am I supposed to think? I know you got a tat on your neck. That's just how it is. And we all know it. Why is this willful ignorance? Like, we don't fucking know that. You know how people are. You know they make assumptions about your appearance. So act accordingly. Why is everybody acting stupid? Oh, shit. So wait a minute. If you see Laderatron on a fucking application, you're going to think he's ghetto? What? Yeah. Yes, motherfucker. Yes. That's what we all think. You are judged on your appearance at first. Once I get to know you, hey, I know you. But I don't know you right now, and you look like A, B, and C. That's how people work. That's how they've always worked. The fuck? Like, this is some new shit. If some fool comes to the door to take your daughter out, and he's sagging his pants, and he's like, what up? But he's got accepted to MIT. I don't fucking know that. I'm judging you by this. I'm judging you by the way you look, and you look like a fucking buffoon that I want to grab by the scruff of your neck like a mother cat, the seat of your pants, and throw you up against the side of my truck. I don't know you yet. Fuck, I can't stand that shit. Oh, people are going to judge me on the way I look? Yeah! That's how we get most of our information, is through our ocular stems. Lucky asks, you got a Cash App? I do. It's $ Jericho Green and the number war. $ Jericho Green 1. And I thank you, Lucky. You're damn right you're lucky. You're here, fucker. Spun Bearing 65. Thank you for the Hamilton good thought. Saw the pervert / snitch rapper got addressed in the restroom. Yeah, and I guess his attackers got arrested, and 2 of them were father and son. Father and son. You fucked up if you're going to jump somebody that you don't know with your son. You are a sorry ass piece of shit father if you're going to jump a celebrity in the bathroom with your son. You dropped the ball multiple times in this kid's life. Chances are you probably weren't around for most of it. Just think of what a sorry piece of shit you gotta be. Now, I'm not saying somebody did something wrong to a family member or something like that, and you and your son gotta go whoop somebody's ass. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these 2 fucking idiots who are going to jump a celebrity that they only know from social media. You don't know no damn Tekashi 6ix9ine. What'd you go jumping for? Because you don't like what he says? You think he's a rat? You don't like his rainbow hair? That's not reason enough to get your son and go jumping with some other retard in the bathroom. And like I said, when that shit happened, Tekashi, you need to hand out some pink slips to your security. Because they failed you, sir. They failed you. You've been failed. Yeah, his son. I hope you don't have any more kids, sir. I hope you were one and done with this fucking idiot that you jumped Tekashi 6ix9ine with. Old sweet Dick Malone. Thank you, man. He says, of course, $5.69. Classic old sweet Dick Malone. So Thomas Sowell wrote a few books on the discrimination of Southern redneck culture in the U.S. Applies to all races still to this day. Come on, man. You know the thing, and the corn pop and the black kids and their roaches and my leg hair. Yeah, he talks extensively about that. I've seen a bunch of different interviews, and he's basically saying that's where the ghetto black culture came from. Was from actually poor Southern whites in here, but the poor Southern whites got their culture, their dress, their manner of dress, their language, their belief system from poor Brits. I don't know what part of England is the poor part, but the poor Brits came over here and became poor Southerners, poor Southern whites over time. And same shit, promiscuity, always complaining about shit, doesn't like authority, very religious. The music is very sexualized and they're prone to violence. Same shit you see in the hood. That's the same thing that Southern white folks were doing. Same thing. Who they live with? Who the poor Southern whites live near and live around and with? The slaves. So if you're around something, that's what you become. It's your surroundings. Through osmosis, you're going to soak that up and become that. And that's where we got this disgusting, destructive, hyper-violent subculture that plagues some folks that have the same skin tone as me. Because that's not black culture. That's ghetto culture. That's not black culture. Man. Yeah, Weapon X, cultural appropriation. It really is the original cultural appropriation. I grew up, I'm proof that that's not black culture. If I spoke that way in my home, if I acted that way, if I got in trouble, if I sagged my pants, if I was out in the corner, gang banging and all this shit, getting in fights all the time, I'm not worried about the teachers. I'm not worried about the police. I'm worried about my parents. There was nothing that could stop them. My parents were terminators. Nothing could stop them. They were parent-inators. Nothing can stop them from being parents. Nothing could stop them from raising us the right way. And there's nothing that could stop them from getting to us. My mom whooped my ass in the church bathroom one time. Doesn't God live there? He didn't stop it. There was nothing that fell over and blocked the bathroom door. There was no earthquake that split the ground between us and the bathroom. My mom didn't faint on the way to the bathroom. I didn't faint. Nobody ran in and said, "Miss, you have an important phone call." Nothing stopped it. I was acting up when my mom was in the choir. She came down, grabbed my hand, walked to the back of the church, goes to the women's bathroom, knocks on the door, and said, "Is anybody in here?" And nobody said anything. So it was on and popping. My mom, when she went like this, her hand didn't cramp up and she dropped the belt or shoe or whatever she used. She went through with it. So there was nothing that could stop my parents from being parents. If I tried to bring that ghetto culture into my house, it would have been destroyed. My ass would have been destroyed. They would have stripped my life of all fun or whatever they had to do to cure me of that. Man, black culture, my ass. That's ghetto culture. Lucky, the Cash App is $ Jericho Green 1, the number 1. $ Jericho Green 1. So trust me, that's not black culture. That's something that niggas involve themselves in. Black folks don't do that. I promise you. Open house. Yo, what up, Ma? Ha ha. Okay. Cole, JC. Thank you, man. He says, keep it up, JG. I promise. As long as you're here with me, Cole. Oh, we got a Twompsky up in here somewhere. Somewheres. Yeah, there it is. There it is. MM Phoenix, I thank you for the Twompsky, milady. She says that as a business owner, you are 100%. It works for any race. Interview is key. Yeah. Oh, man. Look, anybody who is hiring people based on their race, they must not want to be in business very long. You hire people based on what they can do, how they perform, and how they can help your company, how they can help your business. That's it. If you have somebody who checks all the boxes and they're everything that you need, they might even be a little overqualified, and you sit them down for the interview and you see the color, everything else is fine. It's just the, you know what? That's the only thing. You're a damn fool if you don't hire that person and roll the dice on trying to find somebody else with their qualifications, but somebody who's the right color. So I don't think that shit happened. I mean, of course, it still happens. There are racist people, of course. And even if it did, how are you going to prove it? How do you prove somebody's racist? Matt, she says, companies here in Canada get funding for hiring immigrants. That's so fucking stupid. I don't care where you came from. What can you do? What are you going to do for my company? How are you going to make it run more smoothly? How are you going to lighten my workload as the owner of the business or the manager or whoever? Man. Carlos Love, he says, at Jericho Green, he says, working at an elementary school, I see far too much how parents and educators just let kids do whatever they want. My mom's single, white with 2 black boys. I only had to get the switch one time. That's really who it falls on. It's the parents, because the school is only going to do, they're only going to do what you let them get away with. If the parents are showing up to these schools, these ghetto fucked up schools with terrible scores, less than half of the schools performing at a grade level, the graduation numbers are down, fights and all that bullshit. If the parents were to come to the school and demand more and demand better, they would get it. If they sent a well-rested, well-fed, clean child to school, the schools would perform better. But when your teacher has to be half teacher, half bouncer at a fucking Houston nightclub, well, then what do you think? But the parents aren't demanding more. I've mentioned this before. I read an article once where it talked about these schools in Baltimore that didn't have heat. How is a child supposed to concentrate when they're freezing? But that begs the question, what parent is going to send their kid to that school every day? There's no heat in the school and we live in Baltimore? Bitch, where have you been? You ain't been up. When's the last time you came up to the school? When's the last time you talked to their teacher? They don't. They don't demand better, so they don't get better. They rather turn around and blame it on the school. Well, quit sending these hungry, violent little motherfuckers in my classroom. Why don't you make that little son of a bitch go to bed at a decent time, put some nourishing food in his fucking stomach, and some decent clothes? And maybe teach him some fucking respect. Maybe get married before you let some dude get behind you and go, oh, right? Shit. Let my kid come home and say, Daddy, it's freezing at my school. We don't have no heat. Huh? How do you not know your kid's going to school to fucking East Side High every day? Sorry, son of a bitch. I remember my daughter was in TK. It was at a school in a city called Marina. If you're from the 831, you know about Marina. And these heifers would come up to school at 2:30 in the afternoon still wearing pajama pants. 2:30 in the afternoon, and you got pajama pants on? That's a violation. That should be a misdemeanor. I should be allowed to cite you and give you a citation and a summons to appear in court for wearing pajama pants in public, let alone up to your kid's school. You ain't got no fucking shame. Your kid probably showed up to school hungry. Your kid is probably one of those kids in there trying to shovel the food in his mouth before 7:30 when the bell rings because you didn't give him nothing before he left the house, bitch. It's the parents' fault. Put a toothbrush in your mouth, a hot rag on your face, and some clean clothes on that beat up clam. Coming here to school, picking up your kid wearing some fucking checkered pajama pants and some Crocs. Let me step down off of my soapbox. I thank you, Spun Bearing 65. Thank you for the Hamilton again, sir. Says, thanks again for the show. Still hurts from Arnie doing the maid. Have to replay again after the show. Oh, please. Oh, dear, don't touch me. Don't touch me here. Arnie be busting a big old fucking nuts. Wetworks 57. I thank you too. Wetworks 57. He says, thank you for the Hamilton. He says, just wanted to see the cheerleaders again. Hey, anytime, man. Anytime, big dog. Brian King B says, it all starts from home. If the parents don't give a fuck, then the kids don't give a fuck. Exactly. You damn right. We had a bedtime growing up. We had a bedtime. We had a dinner time. We had a wake up time. We had chores. My mom would go with me to go school shopping, until I got of a certain age. There's just none of that shit. And my parents weren't perfect, but they did their fucking best. Your kid's going to be all right in the world if you give them your best. They really are. And I'm not talking money and all that shit. I'm talking about love, discipline, structure. Try to make them a good human being to put out in the world, not some violent little thundercat that their teacher shudders at the thought of them being in their seat in the morning when she walks in the fucking room. These little violent motherfuckers punching their teacher because they took your phone. You guys see that video from the other day? This little niglet punches his fucking white teacher in the face because he took his phone. Why the fuck is your phone on in my classroom? If we had phones as high school kids, and my teacher took one and called my parents and said Jericho was on his phone or he was disrupting the class, his phone was an issue. Well, guess what I wouldn't have when I came to school the next day? A phone. DMW 24/7 TV says, oh shit, found it on audiobooks. Thomas Sowell's Black Rednecks and White Liberals tonight is going to be kind of awesome. It is. And watch as many interviews as you can with that man. One thing you're going to say after you watch a Thomas Sowell interview is, I wish he were younger so he could run for president. Because that would be great. Not no party lines bullshit. Not no this and that agenda. No. Right down the middle. What's good for America? Boom. He's just going to bust through all. I don't want to hear it. Charge right through it. What's good for America? If it ain't good for America, shut the fuck up. I'm not interested. And that's going to be great for who? All of us. All of us. Every single one of us. More productive members in society. I'm down. I'm down. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't have better, more productive members of society? Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Also, the target takedown. You see that? You see that fucking that white security guard struck that black woman. Now, I'm gonna read to you some of the bullshit headlines. And there's why do we even throw this word reparations around? It ain't gonna happen. You know why? Because we already got them. Reparations do not only come in the form of a check. Affirmative action is a form of reparations. We already got it. And look how damaging that is. Look at how damaging affirmative action is. You're not here because you belong here, because you earned it. You're here because of what you look like. And this isn't a modeling agency, so that don't mean shit. So you're going to fail out of these institutions at a rate of 80%. But we're not going to talk about that. If I give you 10 things and 8 of them fail, that makes me a pretty shitty person, right? That means I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. If I have a store and you buy 10 items from my store and 8 of them fail every time, how much longer are you going to shop here? Idiots. So yeah, this lady and the headlines say, black woman asks for reparations and gets punched in the face by a security guard. Because security guards are known for that, especially security guards that work for these large corporations. You think Target is going to hire somebody who has a propensity for punching people in the face because they ask for reparations? No, I'm sure there's more to that story than I want reparations. What the fuck you say? I doubt that. I seriously doubt that. Fuck you. How stupid are people? And how many people are going to read the headline and believe it? They're not going to read the article. I believe it. Racist white security guard punches black woman in the face simply for asking for reparations. Get the fuck out of here. But you know, there's so many dummies out there. What? Makes sense. Oh, hope you don't have children. So shout out to my man, Right Winged Angel. Again, Oliver Mack would have. So this video has a little voiceover to it, which is great. I don't have to do any work. But it tells you what happens, and it shows you on the security footage. You can see the little red circle around it, showing you what's going on. And look at this woman's behavior. Before we get to the part of this innocent woman who just wants reparations, that's all she wants. And this evil, violent racist, he's white, so he's white, she's black, racism automatically. Automatically. But look at her behavior. Yeah, Mads, he punched her dead in her face, knocked her on her ass. So they would have you believe that, excuse me, I want some reparations. What? Right? He just whooped the dog shit out of her for just saying the word reparations. Knocked her the fuck out. And it's actually hilarious. And I don't see anything wrong with it. But the mainstream mediocres and the blue check marks, they do. But before we get to that woman getting what she earned. JP Irvine, thank you again. Says, JG, did you hear Trump on Tucker last night talking about the police and the courthouse employees crying when they booked him? Thoughts on that? I did see that. And it was almost like, I'm sorry, sir, we have to do this. I have to. If it was up to me, I wouldn't do this, but I have to. Yeah, Shrapnel, that was a Ip Man clip where he fought the 10 black belts. Check that out. Ip Man, Ip Man, 10 black belts. One of the best martial arts scenes ever. I believe it. I believe it because these people, the employees and stuff too, that work, the policemen or whatever, a lot of them are under the thumb of these fucking tyrannical commies too. And they don't believe what these representatives and the mayor and all that kind of bullshit. They don't necessarily believe in that, but it's their job. And I'm sure he felt bad too. Like, hey, I'm sorry you have to be doing that. I'm sorry you're in this bullshit too. You guys could be out handling some real shit. You could be out doing handling some real shit. Do you guys think that there might be some legitimate crimes taking place in New York fucking city? Yeah, right now. Right now. I think it's terrible that they were put in that situation. This whole thing is terrible and stupid and unnecessary and unprecedented and awkward and foreign and commie-ish. Fucking dickheads. Okay. My man, right-winged angel, Oliver Mack. Greatest content on Instagram. So here's the target takedown.
According to the manager's statement, a cashier called over the manager where the suspect was kind of whispering, asking her to make reparations regarding her groceries of over $1,000.
So this lady, this hood rat, she bought over $1,000 worth of shit at Target and was expecting them to give it to her for free as a form of reparations.
The manager told the suspect that if she wanted a donation, she needed to call in the morning. This response led the suspect to become verbally aggressive, screaming, and forcing the manager to back into the cafe counter.
See that? I'm just asking for reparations, please. That's it. This poor lady, she said, hey, Target, can I get some reparations? That's all I want. Poor, innocent woman. She didn't deserve this at all. And what do you think she's saying to that lady? What kind of vile, disgusting language you think is coming out of her overused mouth? Bitch. Probably called her white something, racist, all kinds of foul language. But Jericho, how can you talk about foul language and you use foul language all the time? Hey, it's called a double standard. Women with filthy mouths is a turnoff. It's off-putting and disgusting. Yeah, cussing's cool, but not like this. You know what this woman's saying.
A security staff member intervened and told the suspect to calm down before the suspect began backing him into the security office while screaming.
What do you think this means? Someone's backing you in the corner and they go like this. What you want to do? You know that's what she said. He said, I'll show you what I want to do. She's backing him in the office, walking him down.
Inside the
like
office.
A bully. And this is the best part. If you have diabetes, don't watch this next scene because it's too sweet. If you have cavities in your mouth, don't watch this next scene because it's too sweet. It's rich and delicious.
The security staff member punched the suspect in self-defense.
Wallet, phone, everything in her hand on the ground. Come on, you punk-ass white boy. You ain't gonna do shit to me.
And then called the police. According to
he said, whap! She got a chin on her because she was able to sit up and immediately start talking shit. Probably I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you at lawsuit. Bitch, you don't know a lawyer. The only lawyer you know comes on at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about mesothelioma.
To the manager's statement, a cashier called over the manager where the suspect was kind of whispering, asking her to make reparations regarding.
Look how she's just walking her down, being a bully. The left one's talking about bullying. Everything's bullying. This is real bullying. And this is the only thing bullies understand.
Regarding her groceries of over $1,000. The manager told the suspect that if she wanted a donation, she needed to call in the morning. This response led the suspect to become verbally aggressive, screaming, and forcing the manager to back into the cafe counter. A security staff member intervened and told the suspect to calm down before the suspect began backing him into the security office while screaming.
Love it. Love it.
Inside the office,
Look at that. Now, obviously, this woman backed him into an office. Walked him into the office. I'm guessing it's in Philadelphia or in Pennsylvania somewhere. He's wearing a Steelers sweatshirt. But what was this guy supposed to do? See how far she wanted to take it? See if she got physical first? Why? That woman's bigger than he is. You think this is the first time he saw some violent ghetto-ass hood rat with 100 pounds on him? He knows how this story's going to end. But you know, this dude lost his job already. As soon as this shit went up on the internet, he lost his job, which is bullshit. You can't act like that. These people work at a grocery store. They don't work at a fucking nightclub. They shouldn't have to deal with this shit. And who the fuck are you to demand reparations? You demand your reparations before you scan the groceries, stupid. Do you think they were just going to be like, oh shit, you're black, it's 2023, okay. What do you think they were going to do? How the fuck did you think that story was going to end, stupid? But as soon as that woman hit the floor, you know, Ben Crump sat up in bed like, something happened. It involves a black person and a white aggressor. Yes. That shit's hilarious. Let's get back to the best part of the video real quick.
security staff member
He's like, chin check.
punched the suspect in self-defense and then called the police.
That's the best, man. That's the best. He said, time to chin check. Bam. Think about what you think about. Good question. He said, where was the social worker? Yeah, because the social worker would have sat there with their clipboard. No, wait, have a seat. What are you feeling right now? What are you thinking? What do you need? What can we do for you? How can we help you? Okay, $1,000 bill. How can we take care of that for you? Come on, now sit right here on the floor. Yes, talk to me. I know there's social workers out there like, man, I don't fucking do that for a living. You know what I deal with? But yeah, I think they were beyond social worker. I think they were beyond that. Man, he said, wow. Joyce Decker, Jericho, he gave her a price check. He sure did. He said, clean up in the security office. Clean up this sleeping pile of shit in the security office. What does she think? You don't do that shit. You don't back somebody up like that. You don't, the guy had nowhere else to go. They were in an office. No bullshit. That lady was probably twice his weight. I'm not wrestling. I'm not tussling you fucking my back up. Trying to get your big ass on the ground. Nuh-uh. The rest of you might be big, but that chin is the same size. Let's see forget what that mouth do. Let's see what that chin do. Wow. Don't do much. Authentically Kennedy. And we know this lady gets food stamps. This is Walmart behavior. I'm telling you. Come on, you know how that went. Poor dude. Poor unemployed security guard. Yeah, Bam Bam Bigelow. She cornered him. That dude, there was nowhere else for him to go. I think if she went, like he turned down an aisle or something like that, and there was more place to back up, I think the guy would have. He obviously did all the way into the office. I don't think the guy was looking for a fight, but he wasn't looking to get hurt either. He was like, what? That was so funny. That's what you get. That's what you fucking get. That's all they understand. They don't understand words. Hold on. They don't understand words. They don't understand reasoning. They don't go, I never thought of it that way. They're void of that ability. All that woman understands is violence. That's all she understands. So, that's what you get. That's what you get, my friend. That's what you get, you motherfucker. That shit was too funny. He said, what? What? One second here.
there is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop. Ever. Until you are dead.
Tell him, Kyle. You can't reason with people like that. How many times do you think the staff, you saw she talked to the cashier and the manager came out and then the security? Or no, the cashier called a manager and then security came out. So she already went through the cashier. I can't help you, miss. Manager. She's the first one that she backed up. So how many times do you think that they said, miss, calm down, please, let's not do this. No, stop. How can we help you? Let's calm down. How many times do you think they did that? How many times? You think they didn't try that? They tried to reason with her. They tried to bargain with her. The cashier probably did. She wasn't having it. So what did he have to do? Check that chin. Let's see how strong that chin is. Let's check that jawline for you. Look at this shit here. This motherfucker. This is the saddest presidency ever. Ever. If this presidency was a sandwich, somebody said, take this presidency thus far and turn it into a sandwich. You would get 2 pieces of stale bread and put two scoops of runny shit in between the 2 pieces of bread. And that would be this presidency. Just runny, sloppy shit. That's all it would be. Because that's what it is. Just a fucking mess. A mess that's been dropped in our laps. We didn't ask for this. It's like somebody ran up to us and just dropped a garbage bag full of diarrhea in our lap. Hey, wait. Why, where, who? And they just run off. Tee-hee. That's what this is. Damn shame. Now. Sad state of affairs. And you know you're doing bad. You know you're bad when a crackhead has to help you out. When a crackhead looks at you and says, oh, I don't think they can make it. Let me go help them. Damn, a crackhead said that? A crackhead looked at you and said, I need to help you. Damn. Some people might call that a low point. Some people might call that a low point in your life. Some people might call that rock bottom. So, son of a bitch. Well, let's go to what's his name? There it is. Look at this motherfucker here, guys. on. Come on, man. Golly. Who's falling for this shit? Oh, thank you very much again, MM Phoenix. Thank you for the Hamilton miss. She says, as a female, I think more of them should be kin checked, and then they tried this stuff. Yeah, I think so. I think that would probably stop just about all of it. Just like women who make false claims of sexual assault against men. If you handed them the same sentence the man is facing, that shit would stop overnight. And when the word gets out that we're not taking this shit anymore and we're about to box the side of your face, I think a lot of this bullshit will stop as well. But again, they're not doing that. Bullies don't understand reasoning and talking and threats. You got to give them the business. So, speaking of business, what business? This is the business of race pimping. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Get him, Carlton.
I'm Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of BSG. There are a few reasons that we're running this campaign this year. One has to do with...
That doesn't even look like the same person. I want you to soak up this first video. Listen to the way he sounds. And then here comes the second one.
Representation.
It was a sad day on Saturday. All hope seemed to be lost. Representatives were thrown out of the state house. Democracy seemed to be at its end. Seemed like the NRA and gun lobbyists might.
I'm Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of BSG. There are a few reasons that we're...
I'm Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of BSG. No problem.
Running this campaign this year.
If that's who you are, no problem. Obviously, that's not who you are.
One has to do with representation.
It was a sad day on Saturday. All hope seemed to be lost. Representatives were thrown out of the state house. Democracy seemed to be at its end. Seemed like the NRA and gun lobbyists might.
I'm Justin.
What the fuck? Now, obviously, that's the real Justin Pearson on the left, because that's before the machine got to him. They probably looked at him and said, "Oh no, yeah, we need to." They, you know, what's one of the 90s high school movies? She's All That, where they take the nerd. She's all sheepish and nerdy, and we got to make you hot. Let's see, take those glasses off, do something with the hair, and all of a sudden she's a 10. That's what they did with him. Like, oh shit, no man, you sound too good. Your hair is all short. Let's see, man. Let's get you a little afro. Let's see, how's your black fist? All right, straighten it out a little more. There we go. And get you. You ever tried to grow it? Yeah, we'll get you something right here. And let me hear your preacher voice. Oh, okay, that's good. We'll work on it. Now, maybe it's one of those things where, you know how when British people sing, when British musicians sing, they lose their accent. Maybe this is the reverse. When he yells and stuff, he gets a different accent. When he talks normal, it's, "Hello, I'm Justin Pearson." But when he starts raising his voice, I get to sounding like this. Maybe that's what it is, maybe? Or is he full of shit? Or is he being used, and I don't mean used without his knowledge. He's being used to try to take away our guns, because that's what this whole thing is about. That's what the expulsion was about. They were against new gun laws. They were against the laws that were put in place, the anti-pervert laws that were put in place that allegedly set off that fucking disgusting, dirty demon bitch who shot up that school. But he's anti-guns. How fucking stupid are you to be anti-gun? Your gun is the ultimate way for you to say no. And that's what a tyrannical government cannot have. They cannot have a population with the ability to say, I'm not going to do what you want me to do. Fuck you. So they get little dumbasses like this who are willing to do a 180 for the cameras.
J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of BSG. There are a few reasons that we're running this campaign this year. One has to do with representation.
It was a sad day on Saturday. Oh,
Not Saturday. Saturday? Saturday. D-A-Y. I thought that's how you say Saturday. Not Saturday.
hope seemed to be lost.
All hope seemed to be lost.
Representatives were thrown out of the state house. Democracy seemed to be at its end. Seemed like the NRA and gun lobbyists.
The NRA and the gun lobby.
I'm Justin J.
Shut the fuck up. Cut your fucking hair. You are not a fucking revolutionary. And living in Tennessee in the summer with an afro, no thanks. Well, they changed that boy. They changed him. They changed him from a nerdy little student to a fucking 2023 Black Panther activist. An activist against what? Please tell me. What are they struggling against? Who are they oppressed by? What laws are they living under that they just can't handle? And then punk ass Republicans voting his bitch ass right back in. And the gun lobby. Who's doing this shit? Who's believing this shit? Oh, dog. Who's in the audience like, no, that boy's good. Holy shit, man. What a sad state of affairs. Dummies like that used to be shunned. Dummies like that would stay quiet. They would stay fucking quiet. Not anymore. Now they're at the forefront. Let's see if I can find
what you think about Lil?
because there's a video.
A lot of us are just.
I wonder if someone got this for me.
It's a super intelligent.
There we go. Shut the fuck up. Okay, now see if I can find that video of the crackhead helping the curmudgeon. You know it's bad. Have you guys ever had a crackhead look at you and offer help? I haven't. But golly. Golly. And I had this shit. I had it. I had the account and everything, and I went and looked on there. Wasn't on there. Weird. Get banned now. Get banned now, fucker. I want to show you and not tell you. Hold up. Hold up. Man. I don't know what happened. Somebody smarter than me, please explain it. Please explain it to me. Okay, check one more time. Oh, maybe it's in here. Hold on, guys, bear with me. Totally worth it when I find it. So worth it. Oh, Trump suing Michael Cohen for $500 million. Damn, that ain't gonna go good. So I don't think Michael Cohen has $500 million. I don't think he got it. Hold on, fuckers. Well, it ain't looking good. I wonder why. I don't get it. And I can't even go to their stories. Oh well. Fuck it. But what it was is Biden was somewhere, like I mentioned earlier, and this little kid was trying to ask him a question. And he's like, What? I can't, what? And Hunter Biden had to step in and help him. Hunter Biden had said, No, Dad, she's saying this, this, and this. Like, it couldn't have been worse. It could not have been worse. If they got together and planned it, it couldn't have been worse than that. Just another failure, just one calamity after the other. Just right when you think, no, man, this is it, right? He's done stumbling and bumbling and falling on his face in front of the world, right? He's done. Oh, fuck. Again? Oh, he just got up. Oh, shit, he fell again. Again. Like, it's just one after the other. The hits just keep on coming. And I do not know why. And I do not know how. But like Cyndi Lauper said, time after time, this fucking idiot just keeps getting put in front of the camera. And his son, with his drug-addled brain, had to come and help his pops out in front of the world. Like, golly, come on, man. Haven't we had enough of your ass? Haven't we had enough? Nope. He's got some more. He's got some more failures in him. Give him another chance. He'll fuck up again. I know. So get him out of there. Yep. He ain't done fucking up yet. He hasn't completed his part of the globalist puzzle. It's just not there yet. They're not done. They're not done with him. Looks like they're almost done. Looks like he's almost done. But they're not quite done with him yet. He's not done being their fucking useful idiot. Biggest idiot we've ever seen in our lives. Clown ass. Let's see. Damn, what the hell? I can't find that shit anywhere. I don't get it. Maybe they scrubbed that shit. Maybe they scrubbed it from the internet. And I mean, shit, it's not the worst fucking thing we've ever heard him say. But for some reason, that bitch is nowhere to be found. Thank you, Lucky. I see that you sent something on the Cash App. I haven't opened it yet, but I thank you very much for your generosity. And if you guys find that video, send it to me. Let me know, because I don't know what the fuck happened to it, but it was hilarious and sad at the same time. Classic old man. Classic. What? No, Dad, no. This is what they like, yelling in the hearing aid. That's not what we want to see from the leader of the free fucking world. Just see him deteriorating in real time. Golly. Only in America, huh? Only in America. All right, people. It's time for me to get going. We got a wedding to go to this weekend, so I still got to go get a shirt for myself and my son. Picked up our suits today. My son's going to be looking cleaner than the Board of Health. He said, he told me, Dad, I want to dance with a girl. What do you say? I want to dance with a stranger girl. Like, a girl he doesn't know. Like, of course he's going to dance with his cousins and stuff like that. But he said he wants to dance with a stranger girl. Well, with that suit and those looks, son, won't be a problem. Uh-oh, Gabe. Coming in. Hot. Well, that's not Gabe. That's not. Even though I think you, Eric Tate. You are not Gabe LT. You just aren't. But this guy is. There he is right there. Thank you very much, Gabe. It says Double Impact is at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, I think I'm supposed to say it's like the Hulkster. Double Impact is 6 p.m. PST, brother. 9 p.m. EST, brother. That's right. We moved it up an hour. It's at 6 p.m. instead of 7 p.m. So 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tonight on Gabe's channel, Double Impact, Triple Threat. Myself, Gabe Shant. We will be breaking down Lionheart. I'm actually in the middle of it right now. So when I'm done, that's another thing I got to do. I got to finish watching the movie. Got to detail my wife's car. I got shit to do. I got places to go, people to do, and the easy ones twice. Busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Thank you very much for that, Gabe, and I will see you at 6 p.m. Charles Turner Jr., man, thank you for the Hamilton. He says, I just found out this business is hosting an all-ages drag show. I will voice my opposition and hope it gets shut down. So it's the Yellow Brick Cafe, wherever the fuck that is. See, why is that even a thing? And not only is it disgusting that a place would host that, but the fucking parents bring their kids to it. Again, it's the parents. What sick, disgusting, attention-starved piece of shit is going to bring their kid to a show where half-dressed men dance provocatively in front of them? Drag shows are not for children. That's like saying, oh, no, it's a... I can't even say that without it. Let me reword that. That would be like someone saying, no, this porn is for children. It's not regular porn. It's porn that's made for kids. No, there's no kid-friendly drag show. Drag shows are not kid-friendly. They're sexual in nature. So there's no version that you can perform in front of a child where it's, oh, that's cool. But those businesses would have nothing to host if those sick, fucked up parents didn't bring their kids. That is the sad part. But I thank you guys for being here. Preach. Thank you guys for taking your time. Thank you for your questions, your comments, your super chats, your membership. Thank you guys. And you want to see more of this mug? 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Gabe LTM's channel. I will put the link on my YouTube channel right now. We are breaking down, I'm talking scene by damn scene, Lionheart, Van Damme, I believe 1990. So make sure you are there. You were great. I was great. We were great. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.